Honorable Assistant Ministers, Senior Management of the Ministry, and of course our Assistant Youth Officers. Bula Binaka, and a very good morning to you all. First and foremost, let me congratulate you all on your appointment as Assistant Youth Officers. It has been a long wait for some of you, but I'm confident that the wait is worth, and this will definitely prove to be a milestone in both your personal lives and in your professional growth. This morning is indeed a special one, as today we mark the beginning of a new journey for the ministry with your induction and subsequent your posting to the offices throughout Fiji. The 2 days ahead of you will be filled with valuable lessons that dictate how you carry out your work in the days, weeks, and months ahead. While I understand that some of you have been part of the civil service and familiar with the operation of government, I encourage you all to keep an open mind and take in new perspective, as the civil service has recently undergone great changes, and the lessons that you will take home with you will allow you to take full potential of your progress. This main objective of this 2-day induction workshop is to enable you, our assistant youth officers, to better understand the machinery of government and the rules, procedures, and regulations governing the public service. You will also be taught your rights and responsibilities as civil servants, as outlined in the ministry's annual corporate plan, obligations and responsibilities, including the terms and conditions governing your employment. You will need to understand the linkage of our ministry to other government ministries and departments, and how to navigate critical relationships with key stakeholders with whom you will have to closely work with to better perform in your new roles. This induction workshop marks a new beginning, as I've said earlier on, as we double down an effort to achieve government's national objective articulated in the ministry's plan. And you, my friends, will play a vital role in fulfilling those plans. Your position as assistant youth officers is very important to the development of our clients, and that is the youth, which will contribute to a better tomorrow for our society, our economy, and our country as a whole. Let me remind you that when you hold these positions, more people than you realize look up to you. And definitely, we owe it to those people to lead by example, always 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Otherwise, our service delivery will continue to fall short of the standards that we hold ourselves to. We do this not to be popular, but because we owe it to the people that we serve. This brings me to the next point, and that is, what do we look like as civil servants to the people that we serve? Are we approachable? Are we accessible? Do we answer our phones always and take time to return missed calls? How do we see ourselves as servants? and in particular to our youths. This is a very specific part of our population, and they come with special needs, wants, and and sometimes demands. How we handle them is a large part of what determines success or failure in our work within the youth ministry. How we see ourselves, that will translate into how we present ourselves to those that we serve. If we see ourselves as servants, we are able to listen, we are humble, we value our clients, the youths, we trust and we care. And all that will translate itself into how our Fijian youths react to you. It will make you accessible and approachable to them. For that to happen, we need to understand that youths are not there simply to be talked to and told what to do. That will be the first step to failure as youth officers. And you better than anyone else know that 70% of our population is 40 below. Their role as influencers increasing with the same speed as that of our digital networks and their speed. Studies of youth programs almost always makes note of the fact that we need to treat them with respect and in an inclusive manner. Ladies and gentlemen, I do not need to remind you that most of this youth demographic vote. And due to their large numbers, they directly influence who governs a country. As Fijians over the age of 18, they determine governance and authority as youth. They deserve our respect as independent individuals who do not always like being talked down. They want to be part of the decision-making change. And we tend to leave decision most of the time to the elders. That has its own place. However, as youth officers, we will look forward to initiatives from you where we can clearly identify the inclusion of these youths in the decision-making process. We want to see them make decisions in operational aspects of your innovations. In the budget aspects of projects, we cannot continue to have a top-down approach. Or when I say jump, you jump attitude when we do our work with youths. For the youths, this is an important initiative to empower you across Fiji. Please take advantage of our placement of these youth officers in your localities and work with them, and they will work with you in an inclusive and respectful manner. These initiatives are for all Fijians, and I will insist that all projects and innovations are done in an inclusive manner of gender, ethnicity, and of persons with disability. Treat those under your care with respect and with duty. If you are polite, They listened and saw humility. Come out of this week with humility, knowing that you are working for the betterment of young people in Fiji, and in doing so are striving for the betterment of Fiji itself. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Youth and Sport has recently undergone some changes, which has included the repackaging of empowerment programs to address real youth issues and assist with regional solutions. We are all aware of the challenges faced by our youths, and these challenges should drive your ambitions to engage, empower, and ensure service rendered by the ministry address the needs of our youths, be part of the change that we all want to see. Again, I would like to congratulate you all on your appointment and want to wish you all the best in these 2 days induction workshop. Thank you and good night.
Good. Okay, smile for 5 hours. Eh? Right, sit.